So what up, YouTube? You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake, and I've got a special treat for you guys today. My man Domislive.
What's going on, DN Nation? This is Domislive.
All right, so I wanted to bring you guys a dual com with my man Dom. When I noticed his channel for the first time, roughly a couple months ago, right around the time that Black Ops 2 was coming out, and I was looking for tips and tricks, maybe to help step my own game up, came across his channel, maybe he sent me a video. Either way, I was impressed. And this guy impressed me because I found someone who genuinely wanted to help people with his tip videos. And so Dom, how long have you been on YouTube? Like how long have you had a YouTube channel?
I've only been on YouTube like since January, but you know, I've been very big into doing commentary and doing tips and tricks. You know, I used to watch some of the greats out there like iPod King Cotter and Shakedown, like back in the day on 2K. And recently I started watching some of these other commentators on Call of Duty, and I felt like I had better tips and tricks than them. And you know, I decided to get into it because I feel like I'm very good at analyzing the game and breaking things down for people.
Yeah, that strikes a chord with me because I remember when I first got started, and the first series for Call of Duty that I had was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Tips to Step Your Game Up, or Tips to Step My Game Up. And I remember this because I really at that time felt that the majority of the people that were giving out tips that my subscribers were used to, I just felt like I could do a better job, or I had some tips that could really help them, you know, take it to the next level. And so it's funny because when I started my channel, I went from analyzing video games, breaking them down, talking about the problems and the issues, and then I decided I wanted to go into the entertainment side of things, where I found a game that worked properly enough to where I can entertain people with the footage. And then after that, I was like, you know what, now it's time to show people how to get better at the game. And so I went from analyzing to entertaining and then to tutorials. So what category would you put yourself into on your channel?
I will say this, I started off as just a guy that just uploaded gameplays with no commentary. Then, you know, I got to the point where I'm like, I gotta start doing commentary. So I started doing commentary, tips and tricks. But at the same time, I do tips and tricks, but I try to entertain people. I have like some really cool sound effects in my videos. I have this one sound effects that I do whenever I kill someone with C4, and you know, I got an announcer that yells touchdown. So, you know, I try to entertain people, and at the same time, I try to, you know, help people to become better at the game that they play.
When I started editing videos and doing a lot more cinematics and things like that, I started using a lot of sound effects. I was pretty much one of the very first people to do, I was literally the first person to do live or long, full commentaries with instrumentals in the background, things like that.
That is true.
And I did that because I wanted to kind of separate myself from the masses. And I felt like when I started watching your channel, there was a few things that I saw that you separated yourself from the masses by, and it was through the way that you do your tips and tricks, and how it felt very easy. And it's really difficult for someone who's very talented at something, because I see that in your videos you get 100 kill gameplays. The titles of your videos are like how to get 100 kill games, or how to get 100 kills, how to spawn trap people in Black Ops 2, how to get better at league play, how to get high scores and high streaks. I saw a video you did jump shots versus drop shotting. It's so funny because I did these videos in Black Ops 1 talking about drop shotting, and I was calling myself the Halo jumper and whatever. And you know, I saw some of your videos how to improve your aim. I did that in Modern Warfare 3, like tips and strategies. But your tips and tricks, you know, it seems like it's very easy to explain. It seems like you make it very easy for the newcomer to adjust to what you're telling them, and it just seems like you make it a lot easier. And that's what attracted me. And I said, hey man, you know, this guy's legit. You know, he's not just giving you something for a place for where you can camp, you know, and do better. He's giving you tips to where you can actually strategize and become a better player overall.
Because that's what it's about. It's about that.
Absolutely. So, were you ever, into tournament playing or MLG or anything like that?
Yes, like even way back in the day, I've always been a competitive player. But I'm gonna talk about Call of Duty. At one point, I was sponsored by Control Freak and things like that. And most of my skills on being able to analyze gameplay comes from like playing Call of Duty day and night and studying like other good players out there, because that's what you have to do to be able to compete on that level. Like, it was times where I had to watch our team's gameplay to see the mistakes that we made so we can improve and see what we did wrong and see what the other team is doing right. And sometimes you steal their strategy, and sometimes you improve upon your own strategy. So that's where my tips and tricks came from.
Now, you say you were sponsored by Control Freak. I did 2 reviews on Control Freak. I said they were great for Call of Duty and shooter games. I didn't particularly feel the need to use them in sports games. What's your take on Control Freak?
My take on Control Freaks is, I think they're good when it comes to aiming long range, but when it comes to close range, you're kind of sluggish, and it's kind of, you kind of aim slow when it's up close. But long range, I believe it allows you to, ease into your shot a little bit. But I wouldn't use them. I stopped using them. I feel like I got better when I stopped using them. I feel like they're a training tool. Like, it can train you to be able to slow down. Because like some people, when they're trying to kill someone, what they'll do is they'll like jerk their stick, and they don't take their time and put their cursor on a person. But with Control Freaks, what they allow you to do is it allows you to slow down and take your time when aiming. So in my opinion, they're like a training tool, and maybe you can buy them to to teach you how to aim. But then once you get better, stop using them. That's just my opinion.
You guys are hearing him, right? I know everybody's hearing this guy. He's giving you guys some tips as we speak. So I guess the next question would be, what tip would you give to someone right now? Like, I'm putting you on the spot. Mm-hmm. But what tip would you give to someone right now that is desperately trying to get better at Black Ops 2?
I say just keep playing the game. I know sometimes it's frustrating when you got people running around with RPGs or grenade launchers, shotguns, getting sniped and things like that. Just keep playing the game, and sometimes at night when you're done playing, just go and watch yourself play in theater mode and try to see, hey, what did I do wrong in that gunfight? Why did I put myself in that position to let that guy kill me? Why am I, making it, easier for the, the opponent to kill me? Like, things like that can definitely help you improve. So try to watch how you play in theater mode. Just like Shakedown does when he breaks down his gameplays, he show you guys like the cool theater mode clips. Go in theater mode and see what you're doing wrong, and you'll definitely improve. I guarantee that.
I'm gonna give you guys the ultimate tip. Go to the description, click on the link, and subscribe to Dom is Live. That's the best tip you can give anybody. See, that's what I would have said. I would have said, yeah, go to my channel and see the videos that I do when I try to teach you guys how to play the game. Dom has a whole assortment of videos that will teach you guys how to step your game up, and he's a fun guy. Last question, in terms of next generation consoles, what do you hope to see in the next Call of Duty game?
What do I hope to see? Man, that is a tough one. Actually, it actually is not a tough. I hope to see dedicated servers. I mean, I think that's pretty easy. I think everyone would say that. Dedicated server. Give us that.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. That's my man Dom is Live.
Later, guys. Nice talking to you.
It's your boy Shake. I'll holla at you dudes later.
All right, thanks, Shake.